All right, you guys want to see something very unique? Here, check this out. Ready? Neat, huh? Don't you wish everything made that noise when you opened it? Anyway, this thing's kind of cool. Look at that. This is going to be fun, huh? How many of you guys even know what this thing is? I really don't know what the correct name for it is. Let me see. I haven't even read the work order. It's Martin Tripole? I don't know. Tripole? I can't. That is super cool. We have the triple and dual course string sets there. I have no idea what these notes in. Maybe I should probably. I guess we can probably Google it. Look at all that filth. Anyway, this is gonna be a fun video. We're gonna take the neck off, rip the frets out, tear it up, tear it down, make it play nice. Stay tuned. See ya. All right, now that I've removed the instrument from its case, we can get a better look at it and see what's going on here. We're gonna be doing a full refret. Yeah, look at those frets. They are in that area smoked. Oh, you can like feel them just hanging up. And I do not like doing partial refrets at all. You only chase problems, and I can see these have been, look at those have been flattened there. Okay, so it does need needs a full refret. Look at that filth. Look at all that finger slime. Make some more Luthier's coffee, anyone? Or clones of the former owners. Check this thing out. There will be no internal views on this one with this camera because it will not fit in that hole. A bit of a crackage happening here. We'll see if that's, make sure that's stable, but probably. Look at that. Look at the patina on those things. We'll polish them right out, make them super duper shiny, right? Just like, we'll just replace them. What do you guys think? Just replace these with brand new ones? No. All right. Anyway, you guys get in your holder. We'll get the strings off this, and we actually have a set ready to go for after. So yeah, let's get this neck off of here. Get in your holder. Pause. All right, I just took the opportunity to take some detailed pictures of this here little Martin, and that way we can put all the strings back exactly where they go, because I'm sure I will forget. Let's put a little lube on these old tuners. Lube makes everything better. I can see where the, look at this. This is just when it was tuned up within the last little bit. See the one shiny spot on each tuner? Yeah, we need a little bit of lube in there. They will. But you're not the patina. You have to lube these tuners. You know why old tuner buttons break? Besides because they get brittle, is because they don't get lubed. And then people crank on these old tuners and the button crumbles. So lube your old parts. They will last longer. And then you get to keep your old parts. So let's see, this will take a minute just because of all the parts we gotta do. Anybody ever play one of these things? This is the first I've seen of this. It kind of gives off the vibe of like the mariachi style ones they play, kind of, you know the kind I mean. They're in like every mariachi scene in every movie ever. Those are kind of thick body like this with weird coarse strings. Right. This side looks pretty well lubed. Oh, that one's bent. I'm not going to try to bend it back because that is just inviting disaster. We don't want to do that. Ooh, I don't know if I got all those on here. We're going to get that. Nope, I missed a few spots. I missed some spots. If I didn't, it definitely needed more. This thing's got a layer of crud. This thing sounds really nice. I don't know how you guys can hear on the recording, but it's really got a nice rich tone to it, and these are with strings that are probably old enough to collect Social Security. And it really does sound really nice. I'm sure I can't play this particular whatever it is, but we can strum it. All right, all these parts. So many strings. Okay, now that I think we've been properly lubed, take these strings off, and there will be no Bosch on this one for right now. We're gonna make sure these things are. We're gonna start by hand, and we're just gonna be careful because again, I don't want to break any of these old tuner buttons. They're just about unobtainium as far as getting the exact ones again. Oh man, did you guys miss me doing all my lubing? I apologize if that's the case. Maybe I might even edit out that last bit. Who knows? I don't know. That one's still got, most of these are loosened right up. This one, however, this one needs more lubage. Yeah, I mean, you could replace the buttons on these if you had to, but you'll never find them. I mean, an artist could make it look like the other ones, but that's not this guy, that's for sure. That is not me. So then you either have to replace, there we go. Now it's loosening right up, or not loosening, but smoothing. Okay. Nice. Cool. Now let's take the tension off these. I think we could probably bring in the Bosch at this point. It's probably less clunky than that thing. All right, let's do that. Now that we are nice and loose, incoming Bosch. Where are you tools of advantage? Look at that. Look how much smoother that operation is than with this stupid thing. I mean, come on. People that are like, don't use power tools around guitars. Yeah, that looks so unsafe right there. That's so unsafe. I can go back and forth. Total rookie move here. All right. Alright, that one's gonna need to be clipped. Come on, where's the next? Next. Man, this thing's a goofy instrument. Nope. Whoa. I don't even know which string this is. Technician is confused. Okay, there we go. Man, it's hard to grab them when they're. There we go. The reason I'm doing it this way is it's so much easier with a slotted headstock to unwind as much as you can, even if some bonehead tied them, which they did. This still makes it a whole lot easier to fish out the mess they leave you. Okay, and next. Bent one. Going slow just to make sure nothing bad happens. Alright, that's enough. Okay, we're almost there. Highly entertaining tuning machine turning video. Okay, there we go. Is that it? This one. There. All right, let's snip all these off. I'll let you guys swing out a little bit. There we go. Keep worrying about where the camera's pointed. Oh, okay. We're just gonna clip them down here. All right, now let's fish them all out of there. These people that got to string tie everything. I was just ranting about this yesterday. I don't know if that video's out yet or not. I don't know. Oh yeah, string tying right there. Unnecessary. Don't care. Unnecessary. Especially on a slotted headstock. Oh my god. Unless it's a classical. So why do you want to have to go in there with a tool and scratch the crap out of your headstock? And this isn't the worst I've seen. This is actually mild string tying, so I'm only mildly irritated. Some people go nuts and double wrap and twist the ends around. This one's not actually so bad. If people just, this method, you know, if you got to do it, fine. This is, you know, family tradition or something. But those guys that double wrap and triple wrap, this one is pretty irritating. There we go. Get out. Get out of there. Okay. Oh, this one. Like here's a granny knot. Oh, did I stab it? No. I hope you can stab the knot. There. Got it. Idiot. Stop doing that. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Oof. We're gonna have to replace or remove that nut. And I'd rather, much rather have it come out in one piece. I don't want to make a new one of those. It looks like it's just fine. Maybe I'll have to make one anyway once I put new frets in it. But we're going to use old, you know, old style, nice and low, vintage frets. No stainless steel extra jumbos in this thing today. I should put my watch back on. Took it off to reach inside of a guitar that had a very, very slender sound hole. Okay, get these finger stabbers out of the way. Martin made lots of super cool little, oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's a little reinforcement plate. Okay. But yeah, they made lots of super cool instruments, things that didn't catch on, or that just faded away over time. I wonder what kind of music this thing would be used to play. I need a tool like that. There we go. And there we go. Okay, look at that. A little metal reinforcement piece there for the balls to rest on. Always great. Very nice and appreciative when you have a good place for your balls to rest. Imagine if I was one of those like high-end YouTubers, it'd be a great segue into like, what was it, Bill Burr used to hawk MeUndies. Great place for your balls to rest. Anyway, that's silly. But there's a, look at that, you can tell that was like hand carved actually. It looks, you can see tool marks. Huh. Yeah, let's see. I'll zoom in. Zoom and enhance. Oh, maybe. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. Let's clean up this fret and this fret. They're all coming out. Actually, yeah, why don't we just do that? Why don't you remove the frets? Let's take them all out and get the frets off, get the neck off, get the nut out. Okay. Ready, set, go. So first, we're going to clean this. Let's give this a light scrubbing. Just And why I do this to frets I'm going to remove is because shiny frets conduct heat way better than dirty frets. And we are going to use heat, solder. Oh no, solder. Yep. Oh, look at those frets. They're so chewed up. Wow. This thing's got some miles on it. Here. Hold on. You can see. Hold on. Ready? There we go. More zoom and enhance. Look at those divots. This thing is chewed up. But that's cool. It's cool to see an old instrument that has had lots of life and miles and playtime. We're not going to clean off any of this old patina as little as we can. We're going to give it just a general, make it nice, but we're not going to clean the filth off the headstock unless he wants to. But you know, it does look super cool and like a thrift store kind of look. We'll see what he says. It's a guy that works at the store, and he's got a lot of goofy instruments. He's a goofy guy. If he's watching this, you know it, own it. But this is a really cool instrument. I like it. Anywho, stop staring at the cool thing. Keep working on the cool thing. I'm going to use solder like this. Here, let's get a better viewage happening. And like usual, I'll do a couple and then I'll time lapse the rest. You guys don't need to see this all in real time. It's boring. But I'll just do this, and this is how I do it. Put a little solder on each one, like that. And just go up the board. I find it more efficient to do it this way rather than take solder, pull one, put the tool down, solder, put the tool down, you know what I mean? So I load them up with solder first. And the solder conducts heat super fast into the tank. That's what you want. You don't want to sit there and heat and burn the board. This is rosewood. It might be Brazilian rosewood. We're gonna clean this up. It's probably a super cool piece of wood. But yeah, it takes a long time to burn rosewood with a solid. I mean, you could if you're dumb. So don't be dumb. But otherwise, the solder conducts heat. Look at that glue. Look at all glue and finger crap smoke. A nice heating. And come on, these little frets sometimes are hard to get at. Hard to grab sometimes. Boy. Try the other side. One side cuts a little. There we go. Now we're under. All right. One side cuts a little better. These things are old. Oh, I've got a set of these in my bag or what these used to be. I found like a newer version. I'm gonna have to make into these. I'm so afraid these are gonna break. All right. So that came out splendidly. Look at that. Again, zero chippage. And I guarantee you, if you just yank those out of there, there would be tons of chips. I saw this video once this dude did, and it's very well done video. He had all sorts of good production for like your average YouTuber, and beautiful shop. He just yanks all these frets off out of this old Martin, and it's just like, oh, the owner's here, and he's watching me do these, chilling in the next room, and there's nothing to be done. The guy didn't want to fix it, so it looked so bad. I mean, the actual fretwork was, good enough, decent, but it was like just chips, just everything, just chunks and chips missing all off the board. And there you go. I mean, this thing is how old? I don't even know, 60s, 50s, whatever it is. And Look at this. Oh, you'll chip old wood. No, you won't. No, you won't. All right, hold on. Stepped away for a second to get one of my new favorite tools. Look at this thing. This thing is super cool. We saw this in another video just recently, probably. But this old letter package sealer, letter opener, which is probably made at the same time as this, which is kind of neat. Look at that. Look how it fits right on there. No damage to finish. This works great. I've taken it apart, taken these little screws out and put it up inside guitars for a controlled heating source inside for hip bridge plates. It's a pain in the ass to do that, but it does work. I thought about coming up with some sort of handle setup to quickly change, but then, meh. That turned into too much like a project, so we just left it like that. But all right, let's, what do we want to do next? Let's get that nut out, and then we'll heat this. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How much do you need to plane this back? You know, looking at this neck, it looks pretty good. Let's leave the nut in for now. Maybe we don't even need to, unless it doesn't really look like it needs serious planing. So we'll leave that. All right, we're gonna put these over here. We're gonna throw. I mean, he can keep them if he wants them. I guess I'll put them in a bag. He can have them. But we're not gonna. Normally, I don't save old frets because that's silly. Okay. Oh, look, that's a fret as the bridge. That is a saddle. I mean, look at that. Neat. I don't think we're gonna replace that. That feels pretty good. So we're not gonna replace that. All right. This is the scary part. We're gonna do some drilling, some exploring in this thing. Usually most Martin stuff is just here, straight down in line with the side and then kind of tilted in. But sometimes old ones go in this way a little bit. The cavity's kind of tilted back a little more. I don't know on this guy. Who knows? So let's get some Bosch action. And we'll see what we can find in there. Because that neck has got to come off. Let's swing you guys out a little bit here. You want to go from this angle? Watch from this side. There we go. Let's see if I can do this around the camera. I think I can. I'll try on this side. That does look like Brazilian. Look at that. I can see like orange in it. I should bag up these shavings. What's the stuff worth now? Like $85 a gram. Let's try right there. What do you think? Maybe, but I don't particularly love it. All right, let's try. I might have to just do right to side of the dove because sometimes that's easier to hit. Let's try like this, angled back. Nothing? Ah, man, that's a bummer. Okay. This angle. Be just a really tight joint, but that'll still help to get heat in there. I'm gonna go to the side of it, up to the front. So let's try right, I'm guessing right about there. Okay, and I could feel a little bit of a change there. Let's try it right. I'm trying to keep it in line with the guitar. Yep, see, I can feel it. There's a cavity at the bottom, so that's good. Let's see how deep we can actually go without getting into trouble. Yeah, we can go right down to the tape. Right, double check. Always double check. Yep, look at that, right down to the tape easily. Let's just make sure that we're on the right angle to dangle. All right, the joint's not going to go any further than that. feel it changed a little bit on this side. Oh, this thing's gonna be it's gonna be a fighter. We'll see what I actually hit. We'll get it, but it'll be tricky. Where are we going on this one? How about let's try that angle. Oof. That's gonna be ugly in there. I wonder if this is not, I mean, there's a block. I wonder if it's not doved on. Could be doweled, I guess. Anyway, we could have to resort to, might have to pull the board off right there and just slice it off, see what's happening. We'll see. We'll get some steam in there, see what happens, but if it doesn't act like it's moving, that's the next option. I don't want to keep destroying this whole board. That's easy enough to hide. I know it looks ugly, but I can hide those holes. I don't want to keep just destroying this old rosewood. I'd rather just cut it out, lift this up. We're going to lift this now. And if I have to cut it, I will. I can reattach. That's not a big deal. Might actually be simpler depending on, this thing has such a bad neck angle. That might actually be the better choice anyway. If I'm going to build a ramp, it's going to need one. Otherwise, the fall-away angle on this thing is going to be severe. So, you know what? Let's do that. That's the better choice. We can see what's happening under there. I got to build a ramp anyway. Otherwise, seriously, this thing will, here, check it out. You guys can see it's short enough, right? Look at this. Oh, maybe not here. Here we go. Come on out of your holder. Run free. But yeah, look at, come on, focus. Why don't you want to focus? Look how offset that is. That's just terrible. Sorry, I'm saying that's just terrible and shut you guys off. So let's plug this guy in. What's happening there? It's a little bit of a, okay. I just basically need something for the clamp just to rest on. I'm not actually doing much heavy duty clamping there. It's just kind of to keep this thing balanced. I'm gonna go grab a clamp and hold right on. Let's just do this then. Oh, more space. All right, so yeah, I'm not actually clamping, putting any real pressure here. This is just so the handle doesn't, so I can basically let go and be lazy is what this is. So I can drink my coffee and, but yeah. We'll give that a second to heat up. I'm gonna go drink some coffee. You guys can chill for a second. Ooh, that's better. I want it right about there. Let this thing cook for a minute, and then we'll use our Stumakian spatula thing. Get this off. We'll cut that down. I have a razor saw. I really don't. I don't like how it's feeling. I don't like it. It's got to come off. We got to build a ramp anyway. We'll make a ramp out of some dark piece of ebony or rosewood or something. That'll be much better. It'll be a perfect straight shot at that point with no goofy humps or bumps or crap. Anyway, somebody just dinged me. Let's stop here and then we'll time lapse it, or I'll just come back in when I'm ready to pull it off. How about we do it that way? You guys don't just need to stare at this thing doing nothing. And pause. All right, I think we can start getting in here. Yep, there we go. All the old finger crud was smoking and crunching and sizzling. Try to be real careful here, but it's like to try to not disturb any of the old cool finish or whatever. Try to be real careful. I don't want to put tape down because it'll make a mess on this also. We're just going to be real gentle. Keep coming in from this side. If I can stay on mostly one side, that's cool. Why risk scratching both sides? Whoop, that's on the bridge thing. Don't worry. Didn't hit the guitar. Or whatever it is you call this thing. Okay, maybe we'll give it a little more heatage right there. A little bit of water helps also get a little steam shot. Get this thing set at about half temperature. Thought it was all the way, but fairly flat radius too, which is nice for heat distribution with one of these things. Might even be flat. Let's take a little more. There we go. That's feeling better. Okay, we're definitely over the joint. Okay, let's get right up to the edge there. That would be handy. There we go. Okay. All right, let's keep that there so the glue doesn't want to reseat on us. We are done with our heater for now, so let's unplug that and let it dangle and cool down over here, out of the way. Okay. Didn't come with one of those old school soldering iron stands for it. Okay, razor saw, which is less razor-like now. Doug brought me in his fret saw. Let me see if that works better. Doug brought me in this old school one, so for when I do that Stumac jig for the Warwick fingerboard, because someone used my nice Japanese pole saw for like cutting melamine or press board. I was like, oh, that worked really nice. Like, yeah, it worked. You know, it's basically I use it for clearing fret slots. It doesn't really cut very great anymore. Go figure. Let's put something into that so it doesn't keep rattling and being annoying. I definitely want to be the main annoying thing you guys are listening to. Oh, not that. Not that one. Don't want that one. I would have used that one if this one didn't work well, but it seems to work very well. All right, this is pretty close to it anyway. Trying to be gentle and stay straight. Almost there. And this wood is dark enough so I can hide that cut pretty easily. You'll have to get really close to see it. All right, I think that's right about where we want to be. Let's see. I didn't want to go below. Come on. So that's like right, not quite there. A little more. All right, we're definitely through as far as, oh, that side, maybe a little more on that side. Okay. That's so close. So close. Let's see about now. I can get in here with this and just kind of give it a gentle little, there it goes. All right. I knew we were right about there. Come on. Come on, let go all the way. Where's it caught? Right there. Okay. All right, it's right up to there. Not quite through. Let's get our littler saw. I know, I'm not hitting it. I'm pulling it away. I want to feel what was going on in there, if there was a gap or something. Should be right there. It's almost, I just don't want to pull out a giant finger, although I guess I could use it for realignment. Come on. What are you stuck on? All right. Yeah, we're not going any lower there until we're at the bottom. It's just hung up just on this side, I think. A little more. Why is it fighting me like this? Just need more wiggling. Just need to keep wiggling it. It feels like it's just right. Like one little tiny piece is holding it somewhere, and I don't want it to break. Well, kind of do. I don't want it to cause a mess that I have to clean up. It's not quite released there. It's got to be. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Watch this. I think I had to do this last time, and I forgot all about it. Now I get to hit the vintage guitar with a hammer. Ready? Avert your eyes. There. There it is. Got it. Oh, wow, I was way off. Yeah, look at that. That did not line up at all. I kind of hit the front edge, but yeah, that dove was not lining up to any fret slot at all. That's why we had to do that. Okay, now we know. Interessante. All right, let's get this. Let's give us a little pilot hole. Probably even just follow the edge in like that. Yep. There we go. Maybe on this corner also. There we go. Now, let's fire up our steam machine. More steam now. Okay, get stuff out of the way. Here, I'll throw you guys on pause and get this thing in the vise. Let our steam machine heat up. Hear it? It's starting. Hold on. Back to pause. All right. Our steamer majig is heating. Just about ready. Let's get this out of the way. That's out there. Let's swing out maybe a bit. There we go. That's probably better. Oh, there we go. There she blows. So bring over an angry trash can and it doesn't come out steam immediately. It squirts a little bit of water usually, so want to let it do its thing first into the trash. Although water's not going to necessarily hurt it, but it's a lot messier. Okay, and let's go into the hole we made. This shouldn't take too long. I also can work it into these joints up here that I hit. Maybe? Yeah. This would have also worked. And I think after what I'll do is I'll heat this side for a bit and then I'll hit those. And that should take it right out. Get our air a little ready to go. The water, I'm just going to keep blasting off. Oh, that is sticky. I can feel that hide glue in there just. I can smell it. You guys smell that? Oh, it's gross. Get the water off it as we can. Okay, it's loosening. It's moving. I can see it. All right, let's put this into this. Maybe I didn't get that one as good as I thought about. No, maybe not. No, negative. Back to this one. Nope. Okay. We're just gonna use keep at it from the back, right? That's what she said. Close-up view. I'm just kind of gently rocking it back and forth. The water. Clean it out of there, huh? Glue out if we can. It's moving, but it's a slow process. You don't want to rush it. Just keep flexing the joint. Move the stick around. Ooh, that was hot. Hot. Get rid of some of the water. Ew. Splashed myself with nasty old hide glue. That'll smell great for the wife later. Alright. You guys still with me? Ooh, I think we're close. Starting to get some movement. Oh yeah, it's getting some real movement now. There we go, look at it. There we go, rock and roll. Okay, back and keep it going. There it goes. I can feel it really starting to. Okay, we are off. Let's turn off our steam. Steam off. Nozzle out. guitar part. Here we go. Oh, look at that. What do we have? We have writing. It's neat what they put in there sometimes. You guys see what it says? I can't really from that angle, but huh. All right, let's clean it off while it's still hot and wet. Okay, clean this all off. Get as much of that old nasty glue out of there as we can. Wow, this thing's cut very nicely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whenever you do this, take a rag, take your dirty rag, and just get in there and clean up as much of that glue as you can. So much easier than having to chip it out later. And someone's here. So, to silent mode.